Hello. In this video, we are going to discuss the types of partners, a topic from Plus One Business Studies under partnership from the chapter Forms of Business Organization. Partnership firm can have different types of partners depending upon the capabilities, nature of work, and liability. Altogether, we would be discussing about 6 types of partners, and these 6 types of partners are: number 1 is the active partner or working partner, number 2 is the sleeping or dormant partner, 3 secret partner, 4 nominal partner, 5 partner by estoppel, and 6 partner by holding out. So these 6 types of partners we would be discussing about. The first is the active partner. Active partner is also known as the working partner. An active partner is one who contributes capital, participates in the management of the firm, shares its profits and losses, and bears an unlimited liability for the debts of the firm. Such partner take active part in carrying out the business of the firm. From the name itself, it suggests that he participates actively in the management of the business, the firm. He participates actively and shares the profits and the losses, and he has unlimited liability. Second type of partner is the sleeping partner. He is also known as dormant partner. Sleeping partner is one who does not take part in day-to-day activities of the business. The name suggests sleeping means he is not taking any part in the day-to-day activities of the business. Now, such partner contributes capital. He has unlimited liability. He is both jointly as well as individually liable, but he do not take part in the management of the business. So sleeping partner is not taking part in the management of the business, but he is having unlimited liability. He contributes capital also, and he is jointly or individually he is liable to clear the debts also. So the difference between the active partner and a sleeping partner is active partner participates in the working of the management in an active manner, whereas sleeping partner do not participate in the management of the business. Third partner is the secret partner. The name suggests secret partner. A secret partner is one whose association with the firm is unknown to the general public. Means he is unknown to the general public. His identity is hidden. That is why he is secret. He contributes capital. He takes part in the management. He shares his profits and losses and has unlimited liability. So all the features he is covering. He is contributing capital also. He is taking part in the management also. He is sharing profits and he is bearing losses also, and he has unlimited liability. But his association with the firm is unknown to the general public. His identity is hidden. Fourth is the nominal partner. Nominal partner is one who allows the use of his name and goodwill for the benefit of the business and can be represented as a partner. He is a nominal. Nominal partner means he is not contributing any capital. He is not taking part in the management of the business. He is neither sharing, neither he is having the profits, nor he is bearing the losses. But he has unlimited liability. He has unlimited liability for the debts of the firm. He is not contributing any capital. He is sharing the profits. He does not share the profits and he does not take part in the management of the business. And he is one person who has allowed to use his name and goodwill for the benefit of the firm. He must be having a good name. He must be having a good goodwill in the market. So he is associated in the partnership firm. And he is having only unlimited liability, whereas not contributing any capital. Neither he is taking part in the management, nor he is sharing the profits and bearing the losses. But he has given his name to be used by the partnership firm. He is nominal. Partnership by estoppel. Point number 5. Partnership by estoppel. He is a partner who by his words and conduct, by his words or conduct, he has given an impression to the others that he is the partner of the firm. Partnership by estoppel. Partner by estoppel is one partner who by his words or conduct gives an impression to others that he is the partner of the firm. Such partners are held liable for the debts of the firm in the eyes of the third party. Now, partnership by estoppel is not contributing any capital to the business. He is not taking any part in the management of the business. He is not sharing the profits, nor he is bearing the losses, but he is having unlimited liability. In the eyes of the third party, he is the partner. Why? Because by his conduct, by his words, he has given impression to the third party that he is the partner of the firm. Partnership, partner by estoppel. Partnership by estoppel is one person who by his words or conduct has given an impression to the third party that he is the partner of the firm. He is not contributing any capital. He is not taking part in the management of the business. He is not sharing the profits, nor he is bearing the losses, but his liability will be unlimited liability. Number 6, you have partners by holding out. Partner by holding out is one who is represented as a partner and he does not deny such impression despite being aware of the fact that he is represented as a partner. What are his features? He is not contributing any capital. He is not taking part in the management of the business. He is not sharing the profits, nor he is bearing the losses. But he has unlimited liability. Now, what is the difference between partner by estoppel and partner by holding out? Partner by estoppel is one partner who himself has represented as a partner. Now be clear here. What does this two partner means? What is the difference between these two partners? The partner by estoppel is a partner who himself has represented as a partner. By his words or by his conduct, he is representing himself as a partner in the eyes of the third party. That is partner by estoppel. And partner by holding out is one who is represented as a partner by somebody else. Now, partner by holding out is one who is represented as a partner by somebody else, but he is not denying. He is not refusing that he is not a partner. He became aware that he is represented as a partner by somebody else, but he is not denying the fact that he is not a partner at that time in the eyes of the third party. So he becomes a partner by holding out. And when he becomes partner by holding out, he will have unlimited liability. Whereas we know he has not contributed any capital. He is not taking part in the management of the business. Neither he is sharing the profits nor the losses of the business. But he will have unlimited liability because in the eyes of the third party, he is a partner. So let revise this one by one. Active partner participates actively in the business. Sleeping partner does not take part in the management of the business. Secret partner, he takes part in the management of the business, but his identity is hidden from the others. His identity is hidden from the others. Others do not know that he is the partner. Nominal partner, he is one person who has given his name or a goodwill to the firm so that the firm can be benefited. You can take an example. A businessman who is very rich, a person who has very good goodwill in the market, and he has given his name to the son who has started a partnership firm. In this way, he becomes a nominal partner. Partner by estoppel is one who by his word and conduct himself has represented as a partner in the eyes of the third party. Whereas partner by holding out is one who is represented as a partner by somebody else, but he is not denying the fact that he is not the partner. Now in this case, in all the 6 cases, the liability of all the partners will be unlimited. The liability of all the partners will be unlimited. Whereas in the last 3 cases, that is last 3 means 4, 5 and 6, nominal partner, partner by estoppel, a partner by holding out. In the case of 4, 5 and 6, these 3 partners, they will not contribute any capital, they will not take part in the management of the business, they will not share the profits nor bear any losses, but they will have unlimited liability for that. We would be discussing now the next topic, that is types of partnership. Types of partnership. Partnership firms can be classified in 2 ways. One is on the basis of duration, and second is on the basis of liability. On the basis of duration and on the basis of liability. On the basis of duration, partnership firms can be classified as partnership at will and particular partnership. That is classification on the basis of duration. Classification on the basis of duration can be partnership at will and particular partnership. Partnership at will, the life of this partnership depends upon the will of the partners. Will of the partners means as long as the partner wants, that is the will of the partners. The partnership can be dissolved at the desire of any partner on giving a notice. This type of partnership is not for a fixed time or for during a particular fixed venture. Now it is, the name is suggesting partnership at will means any partner can terminate the partnership by giving a notice in advance that he does not want to continue this partnership. This is partnership at will. It does not have any time period. It depends upon the will of the partners. It depends upon the desires of the partners. That is partnership at will. Second, you have particular partnership. The name suggests particular partnership is one which is formed to accomplish a particular project or to carry out any activity for a specified period of time. Now this partnership is made to complete a particular project or to complete a particular activity for a specified period of time. Now this partnership comes to an end at the expiry of the fixed period or after the completion of the project. The partnership will come to an end itself. The partnership will come to an end itself after the complete of that project or after the completion of that particular time period. You can take an example. A partnership is done in order to construct a dam. This is particular partnership. Now when the construction work is completed, the partnership will come to an end. So on the basis of duration, you have 2 types of partnership. One is partnership at will, other is particular partnership. Partnership at will means the partnership will come to an end at the desire of the partners. whereas particular partnership is constructed or made to construct a particular building or a dam or to do any type of work, and when the work is completed it will come to an end. On the basis of liability, partnership can be general partnership and limited partnership. Now we are learning about the general partnership. We are discussing about general partnership. On the basis of liability, it will have general partnership. We know that in general partnership, liability of all the partners is unlimited. In general partnership, liability of each and every partner is unlimited, and every partner is entitled to take part in the management of the business. Acts of each and every partner, they are binding on each other. We also study the feature that general partnership, there is an agreement. That agreement is the agreement of the principal and an agent. Now general partnership is in general partnership, registration of the firm is optional, means it is not compulsory, and the partnership existence is affected by the death, by the insolvency, or by the retirement of other partners. Limited partnership is a type of partnership in which the liability of at least one partner is unlimited. Limited, the name suggests, limited partnership. The liability of at least one member is unlimited, whereas rest of the partners may have limited partnership. In general partnership, liability of all the members are unlimited, but in limited partnership, liability of at least one member is unlimited, whereas liability of other partners may be limited. Such partnership does not get dissolved with the death, with the insolvency, or with the retirement of other partners. What other partners? Partners with limited liability. All those partners which are having limited liability, and their death, their insolvency, or their retirement does not terminate the partnership. The limited partners do not enjoy the right of management, and their acts do not bind the firm to the other partners. Registration in such partnership is compulsory. Registration of such partnership is considered as compulsory. That is, a limited partnership registration is compulsory, whereas in general partnership registration is optional. In general partnership, liability of all the partners are unlimited. In limited partnership, liability of one partner is unlimited, whereas liability of other partners are limited. Now in general partnership, it is dissolved after the death, insolvency, or the retirement of any one partner, whereas limited partnership does not get dissolved by the death, insolvency, or by the retirement of those partners whose liability are limited. Now here it must be noted that limited partnership was not permitted in India earlier. Limited partnership was not permitted in India earlier. However, after the introduction of New Small Enterprises Policy in 1991, New Small Enterprise Policy in 1991, such partnership firms has been permitted in order to enable the firms to attract more capital, and the partnership may be having more faith in the market because of the unlimited liability of one partner. The existence of business is for a longer period of time.